For the fall semester of 2020, some of our students, faculty, and staff will be returning to campus. With our commitment to providing the safest and most welcoming environment, we wanted to provide a brief orientation to give you a sense of what you'll see and what you'll need to do that will be different during the time of this pandemic. Speaking of different, you'll notice everyone in this video will be speaking while wearing a face covering. Even though we're physically distanced during filming, we're keeping covered as a reminder to us all that we're in this together. Unlike typical fall semesters, no more than a third of our faculty and staff will be returning to facilities throughout the Madison College district at any given time. We are planning approximately 30% of classes will have some face-to-face component until Thanksgiving recess. Then most classes will be fully online. Our decisions will continue to be based on best practices for your health and providing a quality experience. All decisions have been in line with recommendations from public health officials and based upon recommendations from our faculty and staff who are trained as medical professionals and first responders. Due to the nature of this pandemic, all of our plans must stay fluid. We will continue to communicate any changes as they occur.
For those returning to one of our campuses, we want you to be aware of some of the changes you will see. We've adopted a district-wide Your Health, Your College series of signs and information to help guide you while on campus. You'll see these themes carried throughout our facilities, offering health and safety reminders for all. When you come to any of our district campuses, as you approach entrances, you'll see markings outside the door with physical distancing and entry reminders. To minimize touching surfaces, use your elbow or knee to open doors. Once inside our facilities, you'll see new signs and reminders to ensure that health and safety practices are top of mind and followed. In addition to new elevator and stairwell use protocols, you also find that many narrower hallways are one-way traffic only. You'll see that classroom capacities and seating arrangements have been adjusted to allow for physical distancing. Protective barriers and partitions have been placed at over 130 service areas to allow for safe interactions and a positive experience. We've removed some indoor furniture and gathering areas while also adding outdoor seating to promote sitting outside when possible. You'll see signs, hand sanitizer, and cleaning supplies have been distributed throughout classrooms, offices, and other shared spaces to encourage everyone, employees, and students to wipe down furniture and surfaces before and after use. You see that doors to some restrooms may be propped open. We will place physical barriers and block the view to a restroom where needed. Flooring outside each restroom will be marked to indicate where to wait, if necessary. You'll see we've installed dividers between sinks where possible. When this isn't possible, we've marked sinks as closed in order to ensure distance between users. We are also working to determine use for and installation of air dryers and touchless hand towels. You'll see all of this at our Truex campus, at our South campus, and other metro campuses, as well as all of our regional campuses.
Here's a brief overview of what you'll need to do to help maintain a healthy campus community. You'll need to prepare prior to coming to any campus. Employees need to make sure that your name is on the appropriate list, either as a regular schedule or if you come periodically. All people coming to campus, whether a student or an employee, needs to complete the health screening. Cloth face coverings are required for everyone while on campus in public settings. In private settings, please use sound judgment when removing your mask to eat or drink. You may wear your own cloth face covering, so as long as it's functional and in good condition. Madison College will also provide single-use face coverings at building entrances if you do not have a reusable cloth face covering. You will also help stop the spread of COVID-19 by washing your hands often. Use hand sanitizer if soap and water are not readily available. Hand sanitizer has been placed throughout the Madison College facility. Remember, staying home protects us all. Please don't come to campus if you aren't feeling well, and please return home if you are on campus and begin to experience symptoms such as fever, cough, or shortness of breath. And please be sure to contact your medical provider if you experience these symptoms.
Safe distancing also works to protect us all. If possible, attend class, connect with student services, or do your work from home. On campus, always keep a 6-foot distance from others and avoid congested places and gatherings. When on a campus, food services will be limited. Eating outdoors or at your desk for employees is encouraged whenever possible. You are also encouraged to bring a reusable water bottle and use the hands-free sensors at the water fountains to fill it. Employees who are using break rooms to prepare or store food, please remember to clean all surfaces after use and do not use the space for social gathering or conversation. Campus meeting spaces and conference rooms will be restricted to 6 or fewer people, and the limit will be posted on all doors. Some meeting spaces may be arranged to accommodate distancing. Again, please remember to clean all surfaces after use. Unfortunately, we will not offer our campus shuttle service in the metro areas this semester. We are hopeful that with the minimal amount of time students will need to be on a campus, there will not be a need for travel between campuses.
Just as important as your health and safety is the need for respect and inclusion throughout our district. In light of the coronavirus pandemic, there are stigmas we must work to ensure don't become part of our college community. According to the Center for Disease Control, some groups of people who experience stigma during the COVID-19 pandemic include certain racial and ethnic minority groups, including Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, and Black or African Americans. People who tested positive for COVID-19 have recovered from being sick with COVID-19 or were released from the COVID-19 quarantine. Emergency responders or healthcare providers, other frontline workers, people who have disabilities or disorders who may have difficulty following the recommendations, people who have underlying health conditions that cause a cough, people living in group settings or experiencing homelessness.
Stigma hurts everyone by creating more fear or anger toward ordinary people instead of focusing on the disease that is causing the problem. Stigma can also make people more likely to hide symptoms or illness, keep them from seeking health care immediately, and prevent individuals from adopting healthy behaviors. This means that stigma can make it more difficult to control the spread of an outbreak.
We as a college ask you, our students, faculty, and staff to help prevent stigma
by maintaining the privacy and confidentiality of those seeking health care and those who may be part of any contact investigation, by correcting negative language that can cause stigma by sharing accurate information about how the virus spreads, by speaking out against negative behaviors and statements, including those on social media, by thanking healthcare workers, responders, and other workers on the front lines, and by suggesting resources for mental health or other social support services for people who have experienced stigma or discrimination.
If you see someone not following our safety rules, such as not wearing a cloth face covering, you have options. First, if you are comfortable asking them to wear a face covering or abide by our safety rules, please do so politely by using please and thank you with a tone that is friendly and warm instead of judgmental or angry. You may also inform our public safety office or the front office at your campus. Madison College is committed to providing a safe space for all students, employees, and staff. Prejudice behavior violates our values and our policies and should be reported. If you experience or observe harassment or discrimination, Madison College's website outlines how to address and report these types of unacceptable incidents.
To supplement this brief orientation, we have more detailed written information for you as well. Employees can find everything relevant to them on our Fall 2020 page on the internet. Students and community members will find all of this on the website. Please check these places regularly and watch for updates.
While we won't all be physically back on campus this fall, we know our Madison College community is as strong as ever, and that community exists wherever we are, on campus, online, or out in the field. As our world and reality continues to change at a crazy pace, we will adapt and persevere together. To all of our students, faculty, and staff, we are keeping your health and safety at the forefront of our decisions so you can continue to have the best and most meaningful work and learning experiences anywhere. Have a great fall semester, and I hope to see you soon.